Hello everyone. Let us learn about integers today. It is on chapter 6, integers, page number 113. So before we learn about, go any further about integers, we will go for a quick flashback of the previous lessons that we have learned so far. I'm sure you have all heard about whole numbers. Whole numbers. Now these whole numbers are numbers starting from 0. We start counting whole numbers from 0. So it goes like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, and it goes on till infinity. Similarly, we have also learned about natural numbers. Natural numbers. So these natural numbers are simply counting numbers, the numbers that we use for counting. So these numbers start with 1. We never start counting from 0, right? We start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes on. Now the next type of number that we will be coming across in integers are negative numbers. Now when we talk about negative numbers, these negative numbers are simply numbers with a minus sign. It can be any number. I'm taking an example of minus 2. This will be read as minus 2. If I write it as this, we will read it as minus 100. So negative numbers means any number with minus sign. All right? So just the opposite of it are positive numbers. So here, positive numbers, we come across these positive numbers daily, in every day of our lives. We count numbers like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. We write them like this. Now, all these numbers are positive because they are plus. Now, here, when I say plus, here nothing is written. For example, I take 100. I don't write any sign here. So that means if there's no sign, that means it is plus. Okay? So these are whole numbers, natural numbers, negative numbers, and positive numbers. Now, coming back to integers. When we talk about integers, we are talking about all these 4 numbers. So in short, what we can say is integers are a collection of all these numbers. In short, integers are a collection of negative numbers, positive numbers. So in positive numbers, natural and natural comes, and 0. Okay? So integers in short can be said as a collection of negative numbers, 0, and positive numbers. All right? So this is all about integers. The next topic will be relating to number line. Now before we go here, let me quickly draw the number line for all of us. Now, this is a simple line. Now we are going to change this to a number line. So in every number line, there is a middle. And this middle is nothing but 0. And on the number line from 0, we have one side as a right side, and this will be called as the left side. So in a number line, the right side will have all the positive numbers, that is plus numbers. So after 0, we start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes on. Similarly, on the left side will be all the negative numbers. So after 0 will come the same thing again. 1, since there is 2, 2. But here we will put a minus sign. So it will go on like this. So this is simply your number line. Okay? This is, in short, your number line, meaning all these are positive numbers, all these are negative numbers, and this is your 0. So this is a collection of positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. In a number line, you have to remember that the number value increases from left to right, meaning 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, right? We all know this. Now what about the left side? What about before 0? So we can, now if you compared to these, you can understand that 0 is greater than minus 1. Minus 1 is greater than minus 5. So normally we know that 5 is greater than 1. 5 is greater than 1. But when you come to the left side, the negative part, the bigger the number, the smaller it gets. That means now minus 1 will be greater than minus 5. So all these things will be coming across them in the exercises. So this is all about number line. And one thing in one way we can try to understand this is like in a number line, 0 is the center. Let's say 0 is the mirror here, and 1 is the real image, minus 1 is the other image. When you stand in front of a mirror, you see yourself on the other side. So it's similar to that. 1 and minus 1 are like mirror images. 2 and minus 2 are like mirror images. Similarly, it goes on like that. All right? So this is all about number lines. Let's move on to the next topic. So we have learned about number lines. Now we will talk about adding and subtracting using a number line. So we will learn about add and subtract using number lines. Now there may be questions like this. You will be asked 2 more than 5. Sometimes question will come like this, 2 more than 5. Now don't be confused. More than simply means you have to add. And sometimes it will come 2 less than 5. It may come like this. So this less than means minus, more than means plus. All right? So we will look at some examples basing on this. Now, for adding, first we will go for adding using number line. So we will start by drawing a number line first. And as usual, the middle will be 0. And on the right side will be all the positive numbers. And it gone. Minus 1, minus 2, we will not be dealing with minus, negative side. So I will write less of the negative numbers. Now, look here. 2 more than 5. That means we have to add 2 plus 5. But we will begin with the second number here. So from 0 till 5, I will go from 0 till 5 to have 5 with me, all right? So I have 5 here now. I am at this. Now I have to put 2 more than 5. That means I will start counting 1, 2. 1, 2. I moved from 5, 2 places to the right, okay? This is add, so I'm moving to the right. So your answer will be 7. In short, it will look like this. 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay? So this is about addition. The next, we shall look at the next example with the same number line. Now, if you look at this, 2 less than 5. So similarly, again, we will start with the second number. We will go till 5. This is the first step, 5. Now 2 less than 5. That means we have to come back 2 places. 1, 2. You have come back 2 places because they're asking for 2 less than 5. So your answer is 3. That means 5 minus 2 is 3. So this is how you will use number lines to add and subtract. Okay? So these are some examples. Let's move on to the next topic. There will be some instances where you will be asked to add. Let's look at add first. Add 2 integers. Now from now on, we will not be referring to this as numbers. We will be referring to them as integers. Okay? So 6 plus minus 3. Now this, they will ask you to solve using a number line. So I will draw a number line very quickly. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now this is 6 plus minus 3. So in short, the first step will be, we will locate 6. From 0, we will move to 6. We have our 6 here now. And it is plus, here it is given plus, but here it is minus 3. Minus 3 means we have to reduce. So 6 plus minus 3, you will go back again. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So this will be your answer. If it was plus 6 plus 3, you would have gone 1, 2, 3. And it would have been at 9. Okay? This will be the case for plus 3. This is the case for minus 3. Alright? This is the procedure for addition and subtraction. Both addition and subtraction have come here, so we will not be discussing separately for subtraction. Please try to understand that here it is given plus, but here it is minus. So that is the reason why we are coming back. If it was simply plus, we would have gone in front. Okay? So this is about addition and subtraction of numbers on the number line. The next, we will be dealing with addition and subtraction of integers without number line. Without number line. Now before we go here, we have to know a simple rule. There is a simple rule which we will be referring every now and then. So please look here. Plus and minus, when they come together, we will subtract. Now, looking at this, you may get confused. When we do the example, you will understand. So please try to understand the concept first. Plus and minus, if they come together, we will subtract. Minus and plus, if they come in this order, still we will subtract. Now, if both the numbers are plus, we will add them. And finally, if both of them are minus, we will still add them. If both are minus, we will still add them. Okay? So to understand this better, let us take an example. 8 plus 3. We all know 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're getting 11. First one is fulfilled. Okay? Let's take the second one. The first number is plus, plus, minus 3. Here, plus and minus. Plus and minus. Okay? So here what you will do is subtract. That means 8 minus 3 is 5. Alright? Let's look at the next example. Minus 8 plus 3 is equal to. Now this is for the second one. Minus plus, minus plus. You will still subtract. So 8 minus 3 is, we already know 5, but here there's a catch. Here, whichever number is bigger, let us look at the number which is bigger. 8 is bigger. But with 8, there is a minus sign. Okay? With 8, there is a minus sign. So after you subtract, you will put this minus sign. Please be very careful when you deal with these type of problems. Check the bigger number. Whichever bigger number you find, check what sign it has. Alright? If there is no sign, it means plus. That's why here it is plus. If there is a minus sign with a bigger number, that minus sign should come here. Okay? So, finally, plus, minus 3. Now here, before we go on to the next step, we have to remove the bracket. Minus 8 will be here as it is. Plus and minus was minus. So, it will become minus 3. Now, both of them are minus, minus. Minus, minus means we add. So minus 8 minus 3 we will add, it will become 11. Look here again, the greater number is minus, so it will be minus. So this is all about addition and subtraction of integers, that is without number line, okay? So this is the basic rule that we will be following, and this is a slight example of what we will be doing, alright? So with that, we will and then there's one more thing, subtraction. Similar, 8 minus 3 is 5, we know. Now 8 minus minus 3, this first case. Alright? 8 minus minus 3. the last case, minus minus, both are minus. So you make it 8 plus 3, minus into minus is plus, so 8 plus 3 will be 11. So similarly, it will go on like this. So with this, all the topics have been covered for our understanding. So if you have any doubts, any further doubts, you can always go back, review it again, and come back when we do the exercises. So before we end the class, let's do 1 or 2 questions from the exercises. The exercises are quite simple. So let's turn to page number 120, exercise 6.1. The first question. Now let's look at the question. Exercise 6.1 on page number 120. Question number 1A. 1. Write opposites of the following. Opposites of the following. So let's look at the first question. A. Increase in weight. Increase in weight. The opposite of increase will be decrease in weight. So the opposite of increase in weight will be decrease in weight. We are changing this word. Similarly for B, 30 kilometer north. Now we all know north is here, south is here, east, west. The opposite of north will be south. So, your answer will be 30 kilometer south. Similarly, 80 meter east. 80 meter east. So opposite will be west. So we will write west here. And loss of rupees 70. So the opposite of loss will be, when you lose something, the opposite of lose will be gain, right? But here we will write profit. Gain and profit are same. So we can write gain or profit, all right? Profit of rupees 700, sorry. And E, 100 meters above sea level. Now we are talking about above. The opposite of above will be below. So 100 meters below. 100 meters below sea level. All right. This is the first question. So this is basically dealing integers. When we talk about integers, positive and negative numbers, we are basically dealing with opposite numbers. That is, if a number plus is given, the opposite of plus will be minus. So if I take plus 2, the opposite of plus 2 will be minus 2, right? If I take plus 1000, the opposite of plus 1000 will be minus 1000. So this is all about integers. The concepts that we have seen today, I hope you will recollect them as we continue to do the exercises in the next classes. So until we meet in the next class, please go through the concept part where we have learned about integers, addition and subtraction of integers using number lines and without number lines. So until we meet again, please take care and stay safe. Thank you.